page 18. Okay, in page 18 we're gonna study how to do derivative of implicit function. Okay, so if earlier what you do, yeah, the function that you try to differentiate is the y equal to fx, we call this function as explicit function. Meaning that you can express the y just in terms of x saja. But for some certain functions, you cannot have this kind of expression. So sometimes you're gonna have f, x and y, like the function of in terms of x and y equals to 0, let's say. And you cannot express y as the subject, the only subject, in terms of x. So then it will be implicit function. Let me just give you example to easily understand this. For example, the function of a circle. If you have a circle, yeah, with the center of, let's say, 2,3, right? And the radius is 10, let's say. So the function of this circle will be x minus 2 square plus y minus 3 square equals 10 square. Do you know this? The one that taking SAT, I think you have to know this. Yeah, the equation of the circle. So x minus the center of the x, you know, or we just write it like x minus a square plus y minus b square equals r square. Okay, for this kind of function, the shape will be a circle with the center at 2,3. So like, let's say 2,3, or sorry, I will draw it smaller. 2,3, let's say here. Okay, with the radius of 10. So let's make the radius of 10. Oh, sorry. Loh, kok nggak bisa? Yeah, a circle with the center here 3,2 and the radius of 10. Okay, the function will be in here, just this line. Okay, so this is the function of x minus 2 square plus y minus 3 square equal to 100. So this kind of function, you cannot change it to be y equal to blah 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 in terms of x, right? So then we call this function as implicit function, because you cannot express the y as the only subject, and you cannot express it in terms of x. So, yeah, so we call it as implicit function. So how to do the derivative for implicit function? There is nothing new actually. Yeah, let's take a look at the example. For example, we have number 1 on page 18. We have the function of x to the power of 2/3 plus y to the power of 2/3 equals a to the power of 2/3, in which the variable only x and y. Okay, while a is just constant. So how you differentiate this one? Yeah, I can just simply use this. The derivative of the whole thing with respect to x will be equal to the derivative of the whole thing with respect to x. So meaning that you do the differentiation for both sides. Ya. Jadi kalian turunkan dua-duanya. Kalau biasanya kan kalian cuma turunkan yang kanannya kan, ya kan? Sekarang kalian turunkan dua-duanya. So ini jadi apa? 2/3 x to the negative 1/3. Normal, right? And for this one, actually you just apply chain rule. I can say you just apply chain rule. Why? Because low, this one is not x low, right? This one is not x low. Okay lah, let's assume this one is x. So if it is x, then this will be 2/3 the fake x that we have to the negative 1/3, right? So this is the fake x that we have. So if this is not x, then we have to times it with the derivative of this, right? And the derivative of this, we call it as y prime, correct? So this is just the difference. So when you have implicit functions, every time you do derivative for the y, make sure you times it with the y prime. Because what we are applying right now, we just applying the chain rule. We just do the chain rule. You don't have x here, but you assume that this is x, so then you have to times it with the derivative of this. And the derivative of y ya y prime. Oke? Okay? Y prime itu kan derivatifnya y, ya kan? Nah, yang ditanyakan sekarang itu y prime-nya. Sehingga we rearrange this form so that we get 2/3 y to the negative 1/3 times with y prime equals negative 2/3 x to the negative 1/3. A ini 0 because A is just constant, just number. The derivative of a number is 0.
Itu constant.
Di situ nggak ditulis di soalnya, tapi saya tambahkan di sini ya. A is constant.
Semua A pasti constant.
Iya, di kasus ini variabel kita cuma x sama y.
Jadi boleh soal lain agak aneh gitu.
Bisa jadi A-nya nggak constant, tapi pastinya dia define dulu. A is constant gitu. Harus dia define. Kalau enggak kan kita nggak jelas dia variabel atau enggak. Okay. So the answer for this, we're looking for y prime, right? So just simply move this negative 2/3 x to the negative 1/3 over by 2/3 y to the negative 1/3. So then it just simply become negative x over y to the negative 1/3, or you also can say negative y to the x to the positive 1/3, or I can rewrite it to be negative cube root of y over x. So let's take look number 2. We have x cubed plus y cubed minus 3axy equals 0. So what we do, we try to differentiate all, right? You can write like this, or you don't want to write, is fine. Langsung di derivatif ya nggak apa-apa, atau mau ditulis gininya dulu ya nggak apa-apa, ya. Misalnya nggak ditulis ya, supaya contohnya lain ya. Nggak usah ditulis derivatifnya, langsung aja kita derivatifkan. So this will be 3x squared, normal, right? Plus 3y squared times y prime minus, nah yang ini you treat this as u times v, u times v. So this will be u prime v plus u v prime. That's all. So by the end of this, we have 3x squared, and then this will be just negative 3ay, and you also have 3y squared times with the y prime minus 3ax y prime, or I just use the same color for y prime, this y prime. Soalnya kan bukan u prime itu perperan lah. And then try to factorize the y prime. So then this will be 3y squared minus 3ax equals, you move all of this, so like 3ay minus 3x squared, right? Sorry, 3ay minus 3x squared. So then the y prime will be just 3ay minus 3x squared over by the whole thing, 3y squared minus 3ax. That's all. Mari. Oh iya, tiganya boleh dikeluarin. Tiganya disimplify. So ay minus x squared over by y squared minus ax. Kesukaannya AI ini ya, nomor 3 ya. Ada trigononya. Okay, we have cos x plus y minus x squared y cubed. Okay, so we do the derivative for all, both sides. The derivative of cos this, it will be negative sine x plus y, right? Negative sine this, so you have to times it with the derivative of x plus y. So the derivative of x plus y is 1 plus y prime. Done. Now this one negative, this will be u phi. So then u prime phi plus u phi prime. Oh wait, because the phi prime including the y, so you have to times it with, yes. Now let's try to expand this. We done with derivative, selesai toh? Tinggal di rearrange saja. Negative sine x plus y plus, sorry, negatif lagi, negative y prime times sine x plus y minus 2x y cube minus 3x square y prime. Y prime. So like what I do is just distribute ke sini, ke sini. Okay. And then again the same thing, we gather the y prime. This is the y prime that we have. How about yeah, just put it here lah. So this will be negative sine x plus y minus 3x square y square of the y prime is equivalent to 2xy cube plus sine x plus y. So then the y prime will be the fraction of x plus y over by negative 3x square y square is. Okay, number 6, we have y minus 2x square equals 4x square minus 50, and they ask you the y double prime. Okay, so we do it one by one. Yeah, this will be chain, right? Just think of like 2 times the chain times with the derivative of this chain, right, which is y prime minus 2. That's all. Equals 8x 0. Okay. And then, yeah, and then let's try to expand this. So this become 2y minus 2x y prime minus 4 y minus 2x equals 8x. So then 2y minus 2x y prime equals 8x plus 4 times y minus 2x. So then the y prime will be 8x plus 4y minus 2x over by 2 times y minus 2x. And then, yes, you can. So then it becomes 4x plus 2y minus 4x over by y minus 2x, which is very good. So it will be just 2y over y minus 2x. Okay, up to this state we already know the y prime, right? Which is 2y over, sorry, which is 2y over y minus 2x. So it's u over v. Yes, so the y double prime will be the derivative of this, u over v. So like u prime it will be 2 times 1 times y prime, right? Or just simply 2 times y prime. V minus u v prime over by v square. Okay, and then we can substitute our y prime by using this, because it is also y prime. So then it becomes 2 times bracket 2y over y minus 2x times with y minus 2x minus by 2y in the bracket you have another y prime, right? You have this y prime. So then it becomes 2y over y minus 2x minus 2 over by y minus 2x squared. And this will be just gone. That's all. So then it becomes, wait, let me put it here. It becomes 4y minus by 4y squared over by y minus 2x, right? Plus 4y over by, yeah, y minus 2x. And then try to make the denominator to be the same. So make the denominator to be the same. To be the same like this. So then here will be 4y times with y minus 2x minus by 4y squared plus by 4y times y minus 2x. And then you also still have over by another this, so I just put it here. Do you agree? Yes. So let's see which one that we can cancel. This one will be 4y squared, right? So we can cancel this with this. So it's gone. And is there anything else? No more, yeah? So we have 8xy plus 4y squared. Oh, minus this here. Oh, minus juga. Oh iya iya. Iya. So then it's just simply the same, yeah? We got the same answer. So this is the answer.